Oh my goodness, hello. I don't even know if I'm lagging or not. Kind of crazy. Let me pause this. Hello! How is everyone? Let's just wait till a few more people come here. I kind of started this early. So, alright. I kind of started this early. Honestly, I pressed the wrong button, but hey, I'm here. I just wanted to say hi to everybody who's watching, and I'm probably going to repeat myself in like a few minutes anyways, so there are a lot of questions that people are asking on global chat. Like, I'm looking at it right now. I was just looking at it. People were going crazy. Mostly Gesso, but I mean, that's just normal. And a lot of people on Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, everyone's asking the same questions, like what's happening with this update, what's happening tonight. So I kind of want to ask you guys whatever questions you guys had. I wanted to give you the answers to. Koji and the team are sleeping right now. It's 4:27 a.m. for them. They've given me all the answers. I manage their social media. And so if you guys have any questions about what's happening, I'd love to answer them for you guys to kind of give you a peace of mind. Hey, Lino, I asked you a question today. I was like, hey, buddy, you don't even answer your PSN messages, first of all. And you don't give me the excuse that PSN messages are broken right now, because they are. But, you know, whatever. Anyways, apart from that, yes, just wanted to say that. Thank you so much for the super chat. So I'm just going to answer questions about what you guys might have for the game, for the transition, what's going on, and also telling you guys a little bit about what's going on with the upcoming stuff. Honestly, I recorded a 29-minute video earlier this morning. I recorded it all, and then I just said, oh, I should just do a live stream because, yeah. Because by the time the video goes up, it takes like 2 hours. By the time it's up, like, it's gonna be relevant, so might as well do this, I guess. So let's see what you guys are doing. Hey, my orange glow, I keep failing, so I'm stuck with Fraxum 0. Feels bad. Do you think TERA could be saved? Yeah. I'm gonna go into a little bit about why in a minute. So share this around to all your guild members, to your friends that are asking questions about this, about the transition, about what's happening, elite status, blah. I'm gonna answer everything I can as quickly as I can before the servers go down in about 6 hours. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get yelled at by tagging everybody on the TERA Console Discord. And this is mostly just to kind of, I want to make sure that everyone knows what's happening. I don't want people to come into this with a confusion and just wondering what's happening and just get lost. So I want to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Okay. Cool. So, I don't mean to promote myself on there, but I feel like this is really important for everybody, so I'm just going to wait one more minute, and then we're just going to keep just start. So, I'm going to answer your questions first, and then I'm going to go into what I have to tell you guys. So, let's see. About when next week do you think TERA Coin will be available? So that's actually a very important question, because a lot of people thought, in fact, we all thought, even KRAFTON thought that it was going to be on patch day. So tonight, but unfortunately there was a lot of issues going on with Sony. We've actually been talking about this back and forth for the last 3 weeks, give or take, with Sony, but there was a lot of delay. There's a lot of holidays going on one after another in Korea. So since the team talks to PSN in Korea, it was a lot more issues, I guess. So it had to be delayed. So it's next Thursday that it should be available. Xbox should still be available to purchase TerraCoin, if that answers any questions. So I'm going to answer some of the questions that we have already, and then I'm going to give you guys, and whatever you guys are talking about here. I knew Squishy would say something about pinging. Okay, so the first thing. Tonight at 9 p.m. my time, Eastern time, or 6 p.m. Pacific time, the game will be shut down for 14 hours, maybe a little bit longer. This does not mean the game is going to be shutting down or anything. This just means that the servers are going to be going down because we're going over to the Asia service. So we're going to have a brand new launcher. The launcher will have all the news available for you. We're actually working on a brand new system in-game, because I see a lot of this feedback, for players to just go into their main menu and then get the actual like patch notes, get the events that are going on and stuff like that directly on there, but that's still under development, so that's a little further away. I don't know why I'm talking about that now, but I figured I would talk about it anyways. So, yes, we're going over to the Korean service. I see a lot of questions asking about the ping. The ping will be pretty much the same. It's not the same servers, but the data will be the same. Everything you have will be the same. People keep asking, what do they mean by items that are not transferring over? That is just elite status and EMP. They're not transferring over because they're transforming to something else. Your elite status from EME, so mine, for example, right here. Where am I? 211 days left. I'm like, I have gum in my mouth, so I'm like really hyper right now. That will transform into elite status gold. If you have vouchers for elite status from NMAS, those would turn into elite status gold. Okay. The second question that people keep asking are the transferring of items. Right now, it's still under development. There's a policy set in Asia service where you cannot transfer any items over to your accounts. That's actually being spoken about during these days because NMAS kind of provided that service on their own. A lot of people are used to that, so like if they get items that are like exclusive to an event or whatever the case on another character and they want it on their main character or vice versa, unfortunately that doesn't really happen in Asia service, so they're thinking about it. They're looking at the policy set by EME with the once per year with the 20 items, so I hope that helps. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. What's the other stuff? I have gotten a lot of questions about where I have been. I don't stream, but I thought I would do this anyways because I didn't have time to make a video, and by the time the video's up, it's just going to be irrelevant. So I've created the Discord, TERA Console's Discord, with the team. Made sure that it was nice and ready, got it verified officially, so it's got a little check mark, meaning that it's an official brand for TERA Console. Gave it to Koji. That's all done. The Twitter, you guys probably already know. I am the one taking care of that. I'll also be taking care of the brand new... actually, I shouldn't be talking about that. I'll talk about that afterwards. So that is dealt with. That's done. I'm finally just resting. All the bot information, the events, the stuff, that's all me just like throwing pings your way for patch notes and stuff like that. That's just tiring. So I just haven't had enough time to do that, relax, and, well, you know, play the game or do anything. So those are the biggest questions. The other, some of the other stuff are what's happening to your characters. If you've gone ahead and you've logged in, you've accepted the 3 terms, you're going to get 3 loot boxes. I wonder if they're still available here. I could probably just show you. They're the 3 dinosaur ones that were exclusive to TERA Console, but unfortunately are no longer exclusive to TERA Console because PC kept asking for it, so I'm a little salty about that. Where are they? You'll get one of each. Oh, here they are. The Burnimus. The three dinos. Like, I can't find them. The 3 dinos. You also get elite status, and immediately after server starts, we'll start a login event. And what was it? Let's see. The Terra store will have 100%. Everything will be 20% off for 2 weeks, maybe longer because of the Terra coin issue. So it might be 3 weeks. And leveling event. Yes. Okay. Anyways, let me read your questions before I go into it. My goodness. Are we going to be able to run in with 5 people in dungeons again? So, yes, tonight will also include the new V87 patch, which means no more instance matching only. So, if you go into instance match, you'll see... Is it instance match? Yeah, it says matching only, though that's just being removed. A lot of bad negativity, a lot of bad negative feedback about it. Nobody likes it. So it's being removed. It's just changing around. So that's happening tonight. Yeah. For Xbox, it's tomorrow. PS4, it's next week. Yes, TerraCoin for Xbox will be available tomorrow. But for PS4 will be next week. Will we receive Elite Gold in voucher format? I believe it's just applied to your account automatically. Let me move out of here. Loud warriors everywhere. So it'll just be on your account. So if you just log in, you'll have 30 days of Elite status, I believe. Maybe Koji will... I don't know. It's Koji's. Like, Koji is actually the one that's sending that out. And he also has a separate surprise for everybody in 2021. He's creating a big package for everybody. So, I don't know. It's supposed to be your account, but maybe he'll make it item. It's up to him. He's kind of making it surprise. Can I sing? Not today. Is it possible to transfer my account because I have a priest at level 50 and I'll be broken if I have to restart? I don't know what you mean by that. If you already started, like if you log in right now, you have, what, 4 or 5 hours to log in, accept the terms, and then your account will be transferred. So, yeah. Time to yo, just got pinged. TerraCoin in 8 day, yeah, yep. I did speak about the item transfers already. I'm just reading these, I'm sorry. Curious how you feel and think about crossplay. So, I actually wanted, I've been speaking to the team about creating a welcome video. They're actually all working on the crossplay marketing right now. It's done. Crossplay is done. They're just kind of like in QA mode and creating marketing around it. So they're making a video using in-game footage, how it works, and all that stuff. So that's where that's at. I don't know. We get that mid-November. It sounds exciting. Not entirely sure how it'll work. I was told that I'll get early footage of how exactly it works with the UI and stuff, so I can show you guys on my channel. So, yep. Hopefully that answers your question. I actually don't know. I'm excited for it, though. With the new servers, will ping become better or worse? It should be roughly the same. Like, it shouldn't be any different. I know that the team is extremely annoyed with the ping. We use Microsoft Azure servers, and they're kind of annoying. They're supposed to be top-notch, but sometimes they're just a mess. So they're looking into AWS. So that's Amazon's web service, I believe, for servers. But I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it's kind of like just in the talks. Yeah. I think that's the best way to put it. If we'll be on Asia server, will EU and NA be merged? We're not going to be on Asia server. We're going to be on NA or EU. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, KRAFTON is publishing. Yeah. What about people who don't accept? So players that don't accept, they will get their information not transferred over. So if your information goes ahead, like if you go ahead with your information right now, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna be a rebel and I'm not gonna even accept this. Screw you. Tomorrow, you won't have any characters to log into. So the only way to fix that is if you send in a customer support ticket and tell them that you forgot to, or that you do accept it all, or whatever. They'll take you through the step-by-step format, and then they fix that for you. Yeah. But if you don't, your character's nothing. None of your data will transfer over. And I saw a lot of people asking about why you have to give permission. The reason is because of GDPR. It's a European thing. It's actually now just a thing for US. It's essentially giving... it's a law where companies need to ask your permission for your privacy stuff, for your account data, for your data retention and stuff like that. You need to essentially give them permission to use your data somehow. So they can't just, give you a transfer for your account without your permission, because that's some legal issues right there. And it's two different companies. It's NMAS and KRAFTON, so it's not the exact same thing. You're giving permission to transfer all of your data over to the new servers, nothing else. How do you transfer your account? Just by, if you log in right now, I mean, I don't have it, but if you log in right now, like right before character select, it'll say it. Will they bring back open world PvP? There are plans. Can't really talk about that. There's a lot of projects going on right now. I'm really, really excited about it because I get to help design some of them. So I'm super excited to talk about that at a later date. And maybe Koji will leak it. Sometimes he leaks it. He drinks. Gets excited. So maybe. I already answered that. Will future store content updates be scheduled on the same date for all regions? Oh, do you mean like it comes out in Asia and then NAEU afterwards? Well, it should be on Thursdays from now on. For example, tonight Asia is getting V87, so are we. So that's unheard of. We usually wait a week or two. Because the thing is that the way it would happen before is the patches would go over to NMAS. NMAS would have their own QA systems, their own localization team, and make sure that everything works. Then they would package it and then deliver it to Sony or Xbox to, give us the update. Because that middleman is kind of cut out, I suspect that it'll be faster, which also means we'll have more bugs. Because the good thing that... It's a good thing, a bad thing. The good thing of why it was early in Asia is because they would deal with all the bugs and then they would fix it. And then we would get, like, the fixed version instead of the bugged and then the fixed version. So I would expect more bugs. For the store, I don't know. They just kind of put them out. They don't really advertise the store on social media, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. KRAFTON is weird about that because NMAS kind of advertises it like every Thursday or something like that on social media. They'll be like, "Hey, this is what's coming out." I feel like with KRAFTON, when an update comes out, they're like, "Hey, this is what's coming in our patch and our store. Here is all this information for your ears and your eyes." And then you're like, "Whoa, what the hell am I reading?" And then bam, updated store. And then just update it with a bunch of stuff. So I think it's like that, really. Yeah. Can we get chat mods? Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you asked. So The thing that's happening with TERA Console going forward is there's going to be stricter moderation. I actually talked about this earlier when I was recording, and then I totally forgot until now. So let me talk about that for a second. So the community is pretty decent. There's a small percentage vocal, and that's usually for any game. The vocal minority of the game is usually the most toxic, and then they kind of ruin the image because the majority of the game doesn't really talk. The community don't really talk. They just kind of lurk, or they just kind of chill. They just kind of do their own thing. They're in voice chats, they're in private chats, they're in guild chats, parties, raids. They don't really talk in global, or they just read. The people that do, are pretty toxic on there. I bet I could just probably go on there and read. Let's see. Oh, it's not even that bad. I was wrong. Never mind. Look at that. People that are spamming, people that are being racist or derogatory or threatening people or whatever the case. That's being a little more stricter, and it's going to be more moderated going forward with RMT. So that's real money transfers. Or transactions. That means people that are selling gold, selling items, selling accounts for real cash. Those people that have been suspected in the past, they're all being looked into. People that have these strikes against them, they're all being looked into. Going forward, those people will be actioned upon. So it'll be pretty good, I think. I'm kind of tired of looking at global and, there's the same guy for a year every single day saying Terra's dead. So, yeah. How can I have all that FPS? That's because I'm with nobody here. Like, nobody's around me. If I go near people, or if I even move the camera, look at that. The FPS just goes crazy. The best way to get FPS is to not move. Look at that. Just don't move. There you go. Are there plans for a house system? That hasn't been talked about. There are plans for some stuff. Yeah, we haven't really talked about that. Yeah, everything should be the same time for updates going forward. So that's good. With EU and NA be merged with the new server? No, it just means that honestly, from you guys, from your end as a player, you just log in, you're like, oh, a new launcher. You know what? I'm going to show you how it's going to look like. I hope there's no update because I'll just be annoyed. You just log in. You're like, all right, I'm going to play TERA. I'm so used to this huge sound that blows my eardrums with the NMAS logo. Oh, look, there's a skip option. I can just hold it and skip all these things. Let's skip that. Look at that. I skipped it. Oh, hey. A new launcher. Let me press X. Bam. Oh, I still have 2 days left. It's still loud as hell. I find myself yelling. But you can... Let me lower this. But all the patch notes will be available here, all the weekend events and stuff like that. Oh my goodness. All available on the screen. It doesn't even let you. Help me, it's so loud. Anyway, so you go to customer support if you need help. QR code or press triangle to open a browser. Takes a while because browsers poop. Press play. Go to your server select. That's it. Same thing. It's loud as hell. Like, I'm just yelling over here. So, pretty much the same thing. Just different launcher. The information will be available to you. The NMAS one I will show you. Can't skip this now. I gotta wait like 40 seconds to actually go into the main menu. So let me just wait here, apparently. Let me read while you guys are going on. So this is the NMAS version, the current version, which will change. I just showed you the other one. Did this actually get stuck? On the loud place? No! No! Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. My god, it's so loud as hell. Jesus Christ. So, with these ones... Jesus Christ. When you would press read more, and you press square, you would be taken to the website. Which is terrible. No pun intended. And it's like, it's a built-in browser that's actually pretty garbage. And it's laggy. So I really appreciate the fact that we have like a little mini window that kind of updates all with the API of the website. So all the information from patch notes, from events, from weekday and weekend events, if you're not on our Discord, it'll be available on the game. We're also working on an alternative version when you're actually inside the game. You don't have to be on the launcher. And then all the information's for you. So I hope that answered that question. Where was I? So yeah, EUNA, you're still going to be EUNA. Doesn't mean you're going to be Asia. It just means you're going to be part of the KRAFTON service. So just one global publisher. Is this game dying? I heard a YouTuber talking shit about TERA. There is one YouTuber that actually didn't like me a long time ago. Imagine that, people not liking me. Ugh. No, that's actually fairly common. I forgot his name. Basically, he was talking shit about the community, that the game should just crash. I don't remember his name, and even if I did, I probably shouldn't even give you his name anyways. But yeah, I agreed with him to some points, but at the same time I didn't, because he wasn't really an endgame player. He was a solo player that just didn't really care. So I don't know. The game's not dying. I think right now it's just going to a further place where we can even play the game much better than we've ever been able to. I think it's going up from here, as a bot says. Before today for service transfer, yeah, it should be available for the last month. Last 4 weeks it should have been available for you. YouTuber trolled for you for views. Yeah. What's going on with player council and fish buffs? So I'll explain that briefly. I've kind of talked about that on the TERA Console Discord. Essentially, when it comes to fishing buffs, actually, let's talk about player council. Player council is an NMAS thing that was created as a system for players to help NMAS in if they had a question about the game where they didn't want to like look it up real quick. They wanted to maybe help them with events or something, with item suggestions. We would look up IDs and kind of help them with that. And thirdly, the responsibility was to kind of moderate the Discord. That was literally it. That was player council. When it came to fishing buffs, that was honestly just my idea. I spoke with Cobalt Dragon at the time and I said, hey, can I get some fish buffs? I'm bored. Let me just do something for Darken server. After a week or so, I said, you know what? Maybe we should do this as a player council thing. Unofficially. Just kind of give it to them. And then they could just buff the server. Give them a little more extra responsibility. Something to do. At the time, like, the majority of... It was just, like, Rinky, myself, and... I think either... No, Kazura was AFK at the time. And I think Mike, although Mike was also AFK at the time. So it was really just Rinky and me for a long time. He would take care of the Xbox server, I would take care of my server. Bobcat, Kazura, they took care of the Xbox server. And then I would take care of NA. And then Cobalt would just go onto every server. So it was honestly just an unofficial thing that we just did, so they had some kind of responsibility to do because they weren't really doing anything, so yeah. Let's see. I'm like slowly reading down. There's so many questions. Marriage system. Koji actually said he is looking into it and is interested in it. He thinks that people would actually really enjoy that. So I think the idea is to create like a partnership partnership system where players can marry each other, and there's like an additional buffs between two players over time. So that's still being discussed and designed, I think. Nice job and effort. Thanks for trying to keep the game up. Yeah, honestly, there's not a lot of information about this. NMAS is not going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you exactly what NMAS said. They're shut down. They shut down in a month ago, like over a month ago. It was when? It was about August. It's been like 50 something days. They shut down. They're no longer a publisher. They're no longer a company. They have a few people to keep the lights on. That just means keep the servers on, make sure that things are actually running while they're transitioning assets and files to other people. But that does not mean they're actually working. I mean, they're working, but they're not like the publisher anymore. So they're not going to communicate what's happening, where things are going, patches and stuff. The fact they're actually putting out patches like yesterday's patch V87, I'm surprised as hell. I love Baxter for it because I know Baxter is actually recently the product manager for it, and he's been helping a lot. So I'm really, really happy that he's been doing that, but it's not their job anymore. Yeah, things are going good with TERA. I'm really, really, really excited for it. After the update, if my less engaged friends haven't played the game for over a year, never accepted a server transfer with their old characters, will they get lost? I would suggest telling your friends to, if they've uninstalled it, ouch. But if they still have it installed, to go in, just accept it, and then that's it. If they don't, they have a year, I believe, to request their data to be restored. Otherwise, it's gone. You can bank skulls now. Not right now. In the next update. So tonight's update, you can bank. Let me see. You can bank ectoplasm, Veilthrox, Devil's Claws, I believe, and Dragon Skulls. I think so. I think it's that. The full patch notes are available, so you could go read them, I guess. I don't actually remember the full list. Oh, and the Abyssal Fragments. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep. Well, gonna be playable soon. Oh, do you mean because of the mana stuff, or I don't understand. Okay, so I've read it all. Cool. Whew. Yes. So, one other thing that I'm really, really excited about. I shouldn't be talking about this early, but I got permission to. As most people that actually follow this channel know, I'm partnered with KRAFTON, and I'm actually helping them completely separate from the partnership. So I'm kind of being like a community manager, mini unofficially, helping them because English isn't their native language, and I feel like I can communicate with the community a bit more on their behalf. So I'm taking care of their social media channels, their Twitter, their Facebook, their Discord. It's all me. But apart from that, in their partnership, I wanted to be clear about what I'm getting and kind of clarify about previously about my partnership with NMAS, because I feel like this is actually a really, really tough topic to talk about. It's a subject that is bitter for some people, and I want to make sure that people are aware of what I'm getting. I like being transparent with everybody. So as a partner, let's talk about NMAS first, and then move forward to the future. As a partner with NMAS Entertainment, what I got was Elite Status, which was discontinued after a bit. It was like after like 2 months. But because of the ongoing support that I did for the channel and kind of pumping out guides and stuff like that, whether they were good or not, it was still content that was marketing the game. It was kind of like their things. I got Fashion early to kind of test it out, and also to preview it and kind of hype people and be like, hey, this is coming. Sometimes to flex, because yes. And then what else? Yes. There's three things. So let's talk about the enchanting thing. I need to kind of bury this, because I think people are still bitter about that. So when we did the enchanting event, there wasn't any test server or anything. Honestly, it was just a lesson learned thing. Single Bear offered me the opportunity. He just came up to me. He messaged me. He said, "Hey, how would you like to do this enchanting event?" I said, "Cool, let's do it." I gave him a list of all of the materials required, like I think times 1,000, just in case I failed. They sent it all to me. Even the gold, they logged me off, put it into my account, logged me back in. So I bought a piece of Guardian gear from the Vanguard store with my Vanguard points, and then I just went to what is it called? Akram. I don't know if you guys know where Akram is. That used to be my place for RNG, just in case. Akram. Love that place. It's so white. No racist. Anyways. And I just kind of upgraded because I wanted to make a video on it because they told me to, and that was a lot of work. I had a couple friends just behind me just to kind of see how many times I would fail. I failed like a few times on the belt and then just went all the way. The problem with that was the messages were coming up on the system messages telling everybody, "Hey, this happened." That was our bad. I was never keeping the stuff, but it looked bad because immediately things happened. So I never got any gear from En Masse. The materials that I got were all deleted. The gold that I got was all just gone. So that kind of set a bad precedent going forward. I did keep the fishing gear that I got later, literally to spite everybody in the community because y'all were mad. I was like, fuck y'all. And in early 2019, I got a Virgo's head because the idea was to create a big marketing component with En Masse. We were working together to thank NAEU Japan and call out every single one of those names and be like, "Hey, congratulations on clearing Herald. This person, this person, this person, this person. This is how you actually click on this thing. You'll get the quest. You'll get the Marabouche. This is how the Marabouche looks. Congratulations. Go forward and prosper." And then delete it. Never happened because North America took like a year later to actually clear Herald. And then I kept it because I was like, whatever, y'all mad. So I dismantled it later on and then used that as my shadow brooch. And so that's it. That's literally the top of the top. That's all I got from En Masse. Nothing else. I didn't get any gear or anything. But it was funny at the time because there were a lot of people angry. But I get it. I also get it because I've been that player where I've seen streamers that do actually get gear and get free stuff, and I was really mad. So now with KRAFTON Bluehole, what am I getting? Why am I being transparent with you guys? I'm getting elite status. I'm being full out front with you guys. I'm not paying for elite status. I'm getting it for free. Other thing, I'm getting a wow, can't even speak. I'm getting a collaboration package. What does this mean? I'm creating a package. I've signed a contract with an agreement with KRAFTON Bluehole Studios to create a package that's custom made for you guys. A title that says, "Hey guys, it's," and then your name will be underneath it. And a few other things like custom packages, custom things like puppets and stuff like that. But that's later on, and you guys can buy it if you want. You don't have to buy it. If you want to buy it, cool. I get a little bit of revenue share from it. If not, whatever. That's it. That's all you get. That's all I got. Nothing else. Oh, and I get to promote fashion. Fashion and pets and whatever. That's it. All I got. So I'm just being completely honest with you guys, completely transparent. I don't get anything. I don't get shit. I don't get paid. I wish I did. I probably should. But yeah. Yeah. Alright, so. Woo! Got that out of the way. So TERA Console. It's going to KRAFTON Bluehole Studios tomorrow. It's going to take 14 hours as a maintenance, starting 6 p.m. PST tonight. So in like 5 hours. Going forward, you're going to have your customer support over at KRAFTON Bluehole, so you can go to TERA-Console.com. All the information will be there. We are working on a Discord integration where actually you can message a Discord bot, and that Discord bot will actually create a ticket for you. And so when an agent responds, you'll get the email still anyways. You can reply an email, or you can reply on Discord. And they will reply to you via email, and the reply will actually go to Discord as well. So it's just easier for you guys, I think. I don't know. So yeah, I think that's like the biggest questions. Are there any more questions? Like, ask your questions now about what's going on, what's going forward, what's up. Yeah. Slay. Yeah, slay her. I love slay her. NMAS was awesome. They had a lot of faults. A lot of bad things I wish they... Ugh. A lot of things I didn't agree with, but their customer support was top notch. 100%. Yep. Will they do transfers? I already talked about that. It's being looked into, but maybe not. Crossplay will work where you... Right now, the idea is press triangle. It'll say PS5, PS4, or Xbox crossplay or something. I don't know. And you just go to it and then chill with them. I think the other one is by going to the server select. The servers will have channels where you can select. So you can just go to a darkened server or whatever. It'll take over your character. So similar to BDO in a way. Console's still missing stuff from TERA PC. So console is no longer doing PC stuff. We will get, dungeons and items from PC, but we're not following the progression system. As of V79, that was 8 patches ago. So no longer are we following them, and we're just doing our own thing. We're getting our own races, our own classes, our own dungeons starting next year. And yeah, we get Ellen Valkyrie early next year. I think January was the date. I don't remember. Yeah. What's pay to win in TERA? I don't know. I have a question, Sarah. Can you give me about 350? This is how much gold I have. I've been scared to go under 1 million because it's been so costly to try to upgrade these, and I keep failing. It's really, really annoying. But I haven't been playing that much, so that's also my fault. Yeah. Let me see. Will TERA coin cost the same amount as EMP? Do you mean $1 is 100? Because then yes. 100 TERA coin is $1? Yeah. Just blew my mind. I was thinking about that. I was like, wait a minute. Let's see. Gunner's still getting buffed or trash. They're looking for new balance design teams because right now the previous balance team messed up a lot and they're no longer with the company. So they're looking into new balance teams that will help the classes. Yeah. Are we going straight to +9? I can't comment on that. Will Xbox PS4 be able to co-op via LFG, or is it just to go to their AFK high watch? It's like if Slay was an Xbox player, I would be chilling here. I could play with them on LFG or instance matching or Battlegrounds. Yep. Vincent. Yes, I recommend. So if you go, oh, I should talk about that. I'll talk about it in a second. You should go to our Discord, discord.gg/TERA Console. And if you don't even know how to put in the like link, if you go to Discord and you go to search servers, just look up TERA or TERA Console. It'll be there. I think we're the only one there because it's the only one. I think NMAS is there, but they're being shut down. So, yep, TERA console exclusive content. Can't even talk no mobile. Let me put this gum away. We're here like mumbling like a bitch. Do you know if feats that were lost will be restored tomorrow? Yeah, they will. I got my champion laurel and 3 hours later, season finished and boom, back to gold. Feels bad. Okay, so right now there's an opportunity for players that are watching this. If you want to create a race, or class, or a race and class, or a class-based race, what? Anyways, a class or race for TERA Console, you can right now. It's exclusive to TERA Console. Now, before I even go forward to that, because GameForge is mad about this, NMAS is mad about this, Reddit's mad about this. The truth of the matter is, if the community complains enough on PC, they're probably going to get the class from us. It's what happened with Dinos. It's probably what's going to happen with the new doggies that we get, the flying dogs. Honestly, if they complain enough, they'll get the class. Or the dungeons, or whatever. But yeah, right now, you can design a class, and it could be put into the game. If your class and race or class are chosen, you'll help design it. Design the classes, the way it works, the skills, the way it looks, so on and so forth. And you'll also be paid in TERA coin. So, I think that's the best way I could put that. Do you happen to know if Xbox players can join PS4 guilds and vice versa? I don't have that information. Why PC is getting the Rex now makes no sense. Because they complained. Because they wanted it. Yep. That's literally it. They said, hey, bro, we want yo shit. And Koji's like, what? No, man. And they're like, remove your name from it. It said Koji before, designed by Koji. I was like, damn, okay, I guess, because we're in the same company, or else you'll fire me. And then they just gave him. I'm guessing that's how it went down. The race I chose, let me see if I can actually find them. I could find you. It was called the Dracon. They're actually a race in the game. Let me see if I can. They're a race in the game already, but like, I don't know how to explain it. Dragon. But they're like, it's for Exodor stuff. Like, it's not for our stuff. We don't have Exodor. But essentially, it's a race. They were designed after what was it? Elves. So let me see if I can find a good video or picture. I don't think I can. Yeah. That was mean though. So this is, can I even like, maybe I could just like show you my Google, or what is this? Yeah. Okay. So for example, this is what's his name, Caliger or something like that. I can't remember. And you get to fight him on Dragon Arena. So he transforms. So the idea was basically this race where if you go into Awakening, you turn into this. That was my idea. I mean, it seems like it's, you know, more lore based. I know a lot of people are like going into more like out there. They're creating new races, male Ellens. I call them Malins because it just makes sense to me. So yeah, I mean, that was my idea to kind of just incorporate that race. I think those are really cool to me. But you can create your own stuff. Yeah. Anyways, let me put that away. Oh, okay. Let me see. Like BDO, they should be able to join each other. They should be able to, but I'm not going to say yes or no because I don't actually have that information for you. So I feel like if I say something and it's not like that, you guys will probably just be like, cancel Saru, hashtag LOL. When will TERA Coin come? For Xbox is tomorrow. For PS4 is next Thursday. DPS meter. They don't want to create a DPS meter, but they might. I've given them the idea of kind of creating a DPS meter for elite status, or selling it as a time thing, like 3 days, 7 days. So I don't know. They said it's easy to implement. They just don't know because the community sentiment over it is basically don't do it because it's honestly just going to bring out the toxicity, and that is true. That is true. The fact of the matter is a lot of people use it just to kind of make fun of others, so that would just kind of be sucky. Yeah. But who knows? I don't care either way. Our server is being moved to a different location. They shouldn't be. I mean, it's a different server altogether, but it's not going to... It's not like the location... Your ping won't be affected, if that's your question. Your ping should be the same. I didn't even notice people were here. I've just been moving. That they were NPCs. Okay, what are the other questions that I was being asked? Oh my goodness, I kept... Yes. I can't remember. So, yes, tomorrow, TERA Console. Do you guys... I saw that you guys wanted to see the other version. It's the Asia version, so it's not gonna... You know, it's not gonna be the same thing. I can show you it, though, if that's what you really want, but I kind of showed it off in the previous video, if you've not seen that. Asia version doesn't have to, like, worry about this. They're just chilling. They're like, oh, things are happening, I didn't even know. But, yeah. But, yeah, Matchmaker will be faster. I think so, if people matchmake. It's not going to be matchmaking only dungeons anymore, so that should probably help a lot. What other thing? Okay. I think there's one more question that I need to answer, and then, yeah. Would a DPS meter encourage people to figure out what they're doing wrong? I feel you. Like, I don't really care because I'm a healer, so I would actually like a heal per second, but even then, it doesn't really matter because healers no longer are just healers. We have to DPS, so it kind of just doesn't make sense. But I mean, people want it. I feel like it should be an optional thing. You know, even if it's just a cash up thing, then people can just buy it because it's not for everybody. Like, some people want it, so yeah. What about the free character slot? There is a leveling event happening tonight. Yes, well, not tonight. Okay, I'll go over the patch notes with you guys, I guess. Let me look it up. I don't even know. Do I even have it on me? Ugh. I'll just go off memory. So the moment that it's done, the moment that we're over in the KRAFTON service, there's going to be a leveling event that starts. I forgot for what classes. Not even going to attempt to remember. There's going to be a login event. There is going to be Halloween event next week. Rootstock event November 1st. 20% off the entire store. So you can buy some stuff with your EMP that turns into TERA coin or whatever the case. What else? Some other events that are happening. Double drops. A lot of people keep asking about the Battleground stuff. Battlegrounds isn't really a thing in Asia, so every weekend it's basically double drops. And then every week is the highlights, so like Vanguard Gold or Item XP. Yeah. If a PS4 player has the same name as someone on Xbox, they will get a voucher, but the player that has the longest time on it will keep it. I think that's what you're asking. Yeah. So I think that's it. I don't know. I don't think there's any more questions. Not that I could think of. But I'm on the spot. I should probably wrote this down or something. Yeah, Rootstock. During Rootstock, they call them Autumn Festival. There'll be double drops and lots of stuff going on. Yeah. The V80, the 87, the version 87, the patch notes that we shared like a few days ago, that is going to be putting up tonight. $30 Elite Gold. So I share that concern. We're actually designing a brand new Elite status system. Helping them choose what benefits. I actually got some ideas from the community and kind of works, kind of doesn't work. So, the prices are slightly changing a little bit. That's the plan, at least. The benefits will be changing, so it kind of justifies the price. The one thing that TERA players don't know, that I never agreed with, was the fact that if you buy NMAS Elite status on the cash shop, it's $20, whereas on the PSN store, it's $15. It's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be 15 and 15. Or 20 and 20. So, that is, yeah. It's not great. So it should be like, if it's, for example, with Elite status, if it's, what, $11, so let's say $10.95 TERA coin, it'll be, you know, $11 on the cash shop. It'll be $11 on the, what? On the PSN store, I believe. Yeah, DPS meter is being looked into. Like I said, they're looking into the data and seeing if it's actually worth it. So the NMAS Elite status, I don't know. I never liked it. But yeah, the Elite status Gold, Silver, it's all being reworked. The prices, I think they're already done. They're just, the benefits are being changed over to kind of be better. There's way better things. I like this wardrobe system that we kind of we're talking about. So you can kind of like preview your items, preview all the mounts, preview all the costumes in the game for Elite status. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, Strongbox event. Oh god, I forgot about that. Strongbox event will happen sometime. I forgot when. Let me look. Where did I put the patch notes? Oh. 1 second, please. Let me give you that actual. Strongbox is on the 22nd of October. Oh, yeah, so when the Halloween event starts, yeah. That makes sense. And then there's the Frost Metal Gear Enchanting event. Yeah, I don't like them. Any events on Outlaw? We're actually talking about creating an area in the open world that's completely PvP. I think we're looking into the football place. What's it called? Let me look. It's like in Velica. I don't remember. What am I doing? Oh. How to play this game. This place. Super Bowl. We're looking into maybe making it a PvP area. Yeah. So. There's also the 1v1 battlegrounds that are coming pretty soon. and a bunch of other stuff. I'd like to create a place. I wanna help design this place, similar to like Bamorama, but with people, and like people are spectating and watching and betting. And I know, like, I actually showed this idea to who was it? To Koji and Jae, and we talked about it, and they actually really liked that idea. So I think it would be cool. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I know they like the idea. Like betting, it's like watching wrestling or something. I think that would be really cool. Can you talk about create a class? I already spoke about it. Yeah. Brief summary: you can create a class or a race or both for TERA Console. Next year, it'll be designed and it'll be put into the game. One of them will be chosen. You'll be paid in TerraCoin, and also you'll help design the classes, the design, the look, the skills, blah blah blah. Yeah, World of Boss event. I mean, there's a lot of events that we have in store. Like, I've been helping them with these events because I love creating events. That one event that I talked about last year, with all the regions kind of working together towards a common goal. So like something like that, they really really want to do that. So I'm actually excited for that. But there's 42 people in the team right now. That's better than the 7 that when they started 2 years ago. 7 people, and then earlier this year was 32 people. So, or 31 people. Now it's 42. It's pretty good. I'm very happy with them. Oh my goodness, Jesus. Will elite status be tradable? Yes. Sorry. Yes. Early on, early in September, I had a conference meeting with the entire marketing team, the design team, and Koji, and we talked about this. We talked about pay to win. We talked about how it does not work for Western audiences. The anima pouches were going to come, and I said, no, that can't happen because you're selling. They're I understand where they're coming from because Eastern culture is very, very lax in this. Their idea was basically players that can't really play that often. They should be able to buy these materials. I said no, that's not the way it should be whatsoever because if you earn these materials, then you can use them. You can't just buy them. Same thing with the Vanguard scrolls. We should be able to have Epsilon and the Etsa scrolls over in the Vanguard store. You can sell them alternatively in the cash shop, cool. But they need to be accessible to players that cannot pay money. Because the truth of the matter is, 90% of the entire community in this game do not spend a dime. 10% actually spend a dime. It's not a lot of money. You don't make a lot of money from free-to-play games. So, I understand where it comes. You had to make money, but you also got to make things accessible. And they cannot be pay to win. So, elite status originally was not going to be tradable. We talked about it and said, yep, let's make it tradable. It's got to be tradable. It has to be. It's important in the economy of TERA Console. Everyone sells elite status. It has to happen. So that will happen. The Epsilon scrolls will go into the Vanguard store. I don't know if it's immediate, like if it's happening immediately on tonight, but it will be happening. So I hope that answers your question. Oh, my wings. That came from the collector's edition thing. Yeah, so the idea, like, money is important. You're a company, but the one thing that I feel like Koji told me that I think needs to be repeated to the community is he wants to create a game with community sentiment. He wants people to give feedback and create a game around that. He doesn't want to just be like, all right, here you go. Here's a game where we're going to offer you a card system, adventure coins, and a pet system where you have to spend $7,000 to be relevant and min-max. Not totally shading anybody. PC, but I'm just saying, they're looking at feedback and being like, hey, okay, this works, okay, this doesn't work, okay, this is what they want, okay, this is not what they want. They're not looking at just like the loudest person in the room. They're looking at the overall data. They're looking at overall community sentiment. Discord, it's like a small percentage. There's 200,000 people playing this game on all regions combined. Discord has 1,000, almost 400 people. That's a small ass percentage. Twitter's a small percentage. Facebook's a small percentage. So you just kind of combine all those and just say, okay, what works, what doesn't work. But yeah, I'm making sure to, I don't know. This is really exciting for me because I've never been able to kind of like voice my concerns. When I was player council in NMAS, didn't really do anything. To be honest, we weren't really, nothing to do. So I'm working hard. We're having meetings where everything that gets put into the store, I'm like, all right, wait, hold on, wait a minute, wait. They actually almost put the cash shop costumes into the game. I'm like, no, wait a minute, you gotta make money. I'm not thinking like a player. I'm thinking like marketing. You gotta make money, but I'm talking about items, the reset scrolls. That's important. You gotta put that in the game. You can't just, or at least make it tradable. But even then, it should not originate from the cash shop. It needs to be in the game somehow. Anima pouches could be event stuff, but it should never be in the cash shop. I'm on channel. Are we getting a new website? Yeah, TERA-Console.com. It's a little rough right now. It's being revamped. All the social links are being updated, but that is the new website. Yeah, bro. Like they almost are like, should we put premium cosmetics in the game for players to earn? I'm like, no, because then you shut down because you didn't make money. That's no. Maybe as events, like, we used to have events where you put like cash up, what's it called, mounts. So yeah, but no. Like, I can't just think as a player. I can't just be like, yeah, give me everything for free. Because then the game shuts down because they're not making any money. They got to pay investors. They got to pay their developers. They got to pay their designers. Money's got to be made. But there are logical ways to make money. So it's been cool. It's been cool to be part of these conversations and make sure that people are heard. Make sure that the game is in the right direction. Content is crazy. I'm so excited for the content. I wish I could tell you about the 5 surprises that are coming within the next, let me see, what month are we on? November, December, January, February. Within the next 5 months, there are so many cool changes. I wish I released a roadmap with the help of Koji. Like, we created that together. But there are so many cool things coming, and I wish I could tell you, but he's promised me not to say anything. He's leaked some of it. If you guys know what I'm talking about, just shh. Don't say anything. He's leaked it by accident sometimes, a few things, but yeah. I think I want to talk about it so bad. Anyways, where am I gonna get the Castanica Demon's outfit for millions? Will there be an expansion? There are plans to create a console region. The original code for Baldera is gone, so they can't really work on it. So it's kind of just there as kind of like a relic. Yeah. We'll be able to GVG with Xbox people. That information will be more available in November, because it's still being worked out. Now here's a question I've been getting from a lot of people on Twitter. What are the videos? 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to explain that in a simple way because I actually got this question a lot, and I got this question last night from Squishy Wolf. That's right, I'm calling you a bitch. And he said, "Hey, bro, you're just uploading random GIFs and videos. That's not hyping anybody." Okay, everything that I upload or post is 100% going through the marketing team. Like, I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. Should I do this or do that? And they're like, yeah, do that. No, don't do that. So, the videos. All the videos have meaning. They're all very, very important for a reason. And it's more nostalgia than anything, and I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. So I will kind of mention it and how exactly it makes sense. If you guys want. If you don't want, then okay. Calling out your Wolfie. Yeah. I must. It is required. So, the Sorcerer video that players saw, and they're like, whoa, it's not going to be next-gen graphics. That was actually one of the most... after TERA went free-to-play in 2000... I want to say 12, 13. On PC, they had a major update for the Sorcerer, which had one of the best CGI created by NMass and the team over at KRAFTON. The update was called Spellbound. And I thought it was just so fantastic. It was pretty cool. The second video, which you saw yesterday, was kind of like they were kind of fighting this big arachnid thing. I forgot the monster's name. That was actually the trailer from TERA Rising when it went free to play. And lastly was the Awakening trailer, because that's the last thing that we actually got from NMass, the biggest update. Those were all kind of nods to NMass and be like, thank you for your support, for your awesome publishing, for being here for so many years. Awesome. They're just kind of nods to them. It's basically what that is. So those 3, 2, 1s, it's just kind of like counting down to the new transfer of service. Any products in store for increased enchant success? I would rather that never exist. Everything you just said makes me want to yell at you. More opportunity in higher dungeons. You're going to make me shave my head. Yeah. So I can show you one more time what the new client will look like before I head off. Just kind of an example. You guys can see it for yourselves. Shit's good. Shit's good, man. It's good. I'm really, really happy. The game has a really good future, and I'm really, really happy about it. Yeah. Launcher. Start the game. It'll say how many days you have left for your elite status. If you need to see your patch notes and you're like, damn, I don't want to use my phone, my data. Somehow in 2020 I have data that's not unlimited. You can click here and look at every single thing. It'll be slow, I promise you, but it'll be there. That's the V87. That's what we're getting tonight. Oh, there you go. Reaper, Berserker, and Mystic. That's the leveling event. That's changing later on. Oops, they forgot to fix that. Look at the maintenance. The events. Cute ass button sounds. You want to know what's going on with the events for the Vanguard? Bam. All there. All available there. I'm going to play the game, press play. Somehow it just shuts everything off and says, let's play the game instead then. Do you ever think there's going to give us a freedom on the style of our characters? I don't know, maybe. Saru, the biggest change we need is option to mute. Bro, don't even. I know. There's actually a feature for it. You use yeah. There's actually a feature for it. So when you go to the intro, you mute the TV or plug your ears. When I can join people kick or keep calling each other names because they want to clear the dungeon as fast as possible with no mistakes. Yeah, you could report people for, being extremely rude. I'll show you the cash shop real quick, how it looks like. It's not going to look exactly the same for North America because we don't have some of the systems. We won't get those systems, but yeah. And then I'm going to end the stream. I think I'm like level 12. 14, holy moly. I'm Sarumonin because I'm in C, Southeast Asia. Alright, so elite status. If you go to it, you'll see all 3 elite statuses, how they work, what they give you. Bam. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Item clean looks the same as TERA store. Let's look at the TERA store real quick. This is how the TERA store is going to look. It's a little better. This delicious dog that I really, really love. 100%, I'm pretty sure that we're going to... It's going to go to TERA PC probably. So this is how it looks like. The information. I'll show you the items in it. The mileage system is not something we're getting. Mileage system is something that Asia has, so when you buy them, yeah. Oh, they finally put Duckerberg. Wow. Quackerjack. Man, I told him not to sell these. I wanted to sell them myself. Feels bad. So you'll always know what you're getting. It's not like certain publishers. New quick signals. Consumables. This ETA reset scroll has to be on the Vanguard store. I don't think it is here, but yeah. Loot box services. So that's how it's gonna look. Actually, I haven't seen their Vanguard. Their Vanguard store is completely different. Yeah. But yeah. That's what you should expect. Nothing else. Everything else is pretty much the same. The in-game showroom is actually something that they might add to elite status. It's called the wardrobe system. So you just get to kind of see what like the costumes and the mounts and the pets. You can kind of see them in advance. And yeah. But yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, there's not really much more to talk about. If you guys have any more questions, please go to discord.gg/TERA Console. That is the official TERA Console Discord. Twitter.com/TERA Console. Facebook is a complicated one. I can never remember it. It's facebook.com/TERA.console.KRAFTON. So that's a thing. Yeah, there's they wanted to put a lot of pay to win stuff, and I said this cannot be. You mustn't. But it was a really, really productive meeting. I actually really enjoyed that meeting, talking with Bon, with Jae-hee, with Koji, and we all talked about it, and they're really receptive about it. They didn't really think about it that way, so it's really cool. that they want to see the game advance. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Good things are happening for TERA Console. I'm really, really excited for it overall, and I hope you guys are too. If you have any more questions, I'll answer them on the TERA Console Discord or Twitter. And yeah, I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Lots of events happening, lots of stuff, so much stuff. Maybe I can finally play the game. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for sticking around. Alright, guys. See you later, alligator.